Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to DCC Sodor for another video. Happy 80th anniversary! Today, hopefully, is the day of the 80th anniversary of the Railway Series. And so I thought, what a better way to celebrate than with a brand new model showcase. Now, we've absolutely seen Thomas many times before on this channel. But this one is a bit different. He's got obviously a 3D printed whistle, new lighting. He's clean, which is new for me. I've had that dirty Thomas for a while, the Sotor's Legend of the Lost Treasure Thomas. He's also got the bit between the tanks painted, as well as right here between his splasher and his tank painted. Obviously he has a 3D printed face as well. Let's slide him back. But if you notice, his stack looks a little fatter than usual. So I'm going to press function button, and we're going to give some time for everything to heat up. And we've got smoke. I used a Seuthe 22 smoke unit for this, in an ESU Relay. The reason why I did that is so that the smoke generator was actually hooked up to track power. And now that I'm talking, I'm blowing all the smoke away. So I'll kind of talk about that for a second. I'm going to keep letting that warm up for a little bit. Might fill the reservoir again. And let's then listen to some sounds. So I figured I'd give a quick overview of how I actually installed the smoke unit. Multiple times I've talked about how I've installed decoders. So this time we're just going to talk about the smoke unit. So I took the blue wire, which is the function positive wire, and the green function wire, which is usually Loksound calls it aux1. And I hooked those up to the relay. And I hooked those up to pins 3 and 4 of the relay. And then pin 2 was hooked up to... it can be hooked up either to the smoke unit or to one lead of track power, and then the other side is hooked up to, track power or the smoke unit. And then the smoke unit has one more wire off of it, so it's got 2 wires, and then that second wire goes to the other side of track power. And that gives you your smoke unit to run off of DCC, and you just hit the relay and you let the smoke unit heat up for maybe 10 seconds, and boom, you've got yourself a smoking train. And you can also do all the DCC and sound and the lighting like I do.
Really useful engine coming through! I'm Thomas. Never overlook a little engine. Wake up, lazy bones. Cinders and ashes!
There's a hair or something in there. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, well, that's Thomas. So, I didn't really go over a lot of, like, how I did the install because I probably took this thing apart like 40 times trying to get everything to fit in together correctly, make sure everything functioned, and then I had to change out the wheels because it was a bent rod and it was jamming and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but yeah, that's Thomas. So like I said, okay, he has a Seuthe 22 smoke unit, a 3D printed funnel by at JMO's Trainos. I had to modify it a little bit. This 3D printed lamp, I believe both on the front and the back, is from the LBSC Thomas's free Thomas model that you can download. This model's not done yet. I still want to I got to fix the buffers. This was a used Thomas, so I got to clean up the buffers a little bit, paint them a better color. I also want to replace that dummy hook with like a nicer Hornby screw link coupling. Might do the same on the back, and then fit Annie and Clarabelle with some hooks to make them, look a little nicer. So there's still some work to be done, but I definitely wanted to get this video out for the 80th anniversary. And I will say, so far with the Seuthe smoke unit, I've noticed that you have to fill it quite a lot. And it's, it's not very big. Like, they give you to fill it with a little syringe tip on the end, and I took it off. And this is basically all you really, they only want you to go to like the 3.3 milliliters. You get this whole bottle, which I'm sure will last quite a while. But after that, they give you, like, I have some JT's Mega Steam and other types of smoke fluid that I'm gonna try. I don't know how well everything's gonna work, so we'll just have to see. But just to tell you about filling it, what I kind of do is I stick the end of the bottle into the syringe, check to see where I'm at, and give it a nice little pull, just enough. And I usually don't put more than, whoops, I wasn't sure, than like 2.2 milliliters. And then you just flip it up and you pop the bottle off, and you get some air bubbles in there. Cap the smoke fluid, and I pop the cap off the syringe, and something was shooting out there. And then I put the needle end and I stick that down kind of off on the side of the smoke unit a little bit. And then just gently push down on the syringe, and hopefully everything came out. I'm going to pick that up again and just give it another squeeze. Yeah, that should be pretty good. And cap the needle so you don't get pinched. And that's pretty much how you fill the smoke unit. I've used the same decoder I've used in here as well. This is a Loksound Nano 58823. Yeah. And then, of course, the LEDs I just get off of Amazon, and I use some resistors I get off of Amazon as well. So that's really about it for Thomas. Like I said, happy 80th anniversary. We got the pilot. That's pretty cool. There's been some, I'm sure there's some other exciting stuff. I know there's a prop auction going off. We're not going to be able to bid on any of those. I can't afford that. But be sure to check out some more videos kind of celebrating the 80th anniversary. I've got some other special projects to commemorate that. But I at least wanted to get the Thomas done in time. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be sure to stay tuned for more videos to come in the next couple weeks. I pretty much have a video planned, except for this Friday, because obviously I'm uploading on Monday. Usually I upload on Fridays. So 2 Fridays from now, expect another video. And then probably for the next couple Fridays, I'm hoping I can have some videos prepped and ready for you guys to go. So we'll see. I'm hoping to get like a couple weeks ahead on videos. And hopefully by then we'll have some news on when Stanley will be here. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching again. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.